week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
From the 23, here's the second down and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Titans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Allen. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Brissett's throw complete there to Smith. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. To throw, Brissett. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft. And
this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into the...
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Throwing now is Allen. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Now, meanwhile, they go for fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Christian Kirksey. The O-line can't stop him, and he gets the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Brissett sets to throw it. Short throw to Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Brissett on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Demario Davis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. The Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Brissett. And he's going to go down again. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
Come on, man. He can't leave the man. Oh, my God.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Brissett to throw on first. Touchdown, Chargers.
This is bullshit.
DK Metcalf. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now goal for the extra point.
Bronco switch.
And it is now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Allen going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Allen. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get
Oh, come on, man. That's bull. Garbage. That's garbage.
This one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Gold to add the extra point.
Hey,
Ryan, be careful. Sit down.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to
28-0
now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So we've come to half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got a man open. It's Sutton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Brissett's throw there taken in by Smith. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Brissett's throw taken in by Sutton. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Brissett now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
They go with Chubb on second down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry-up. Allen. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Second down, here's Barkley
come
again.
on, man.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's to the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Saquon Barkley, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here?
Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Allen to throw it. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And quickly, they get to the line. To the air, Allen. That ball caught by Slayton. And it's a Titans touchdown. Darius Slayton, 36 yards. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it's now 35-14. That that time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
They'll go to Barkley again. There he goes, right side. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 33. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been
be careful before you fall. Get up on the bed.
No doubt those are the types
Sit down
of
on the
carries
bed.
they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Kill. Hey, kill.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Taking it right down
It's
Broadway.
ridiculous, man.
And he takes it in.
Brian, sit on the bed
Touchdown.
before you fall.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown.
I don't care about you crying. Stop hanging off the edge of the bed. Lay down, go to sleep. Lay down and go to sleep.
This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best to get the win. They weren't really on top of the game. This one hasn't been impressive
No, go to sleep. No, go to sleep.
The extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tennessee offense set to go again. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Allen's throw complete here to Waller. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Allen again. This is caught. It's Cooks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen now on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Chubb will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 173 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
Now, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody.